I don't know why, but goal setting has always seemed so daunting to me. So if you struggle with goal setting, try this out because it kind of takes away a lot of that anxiety and stress that comes with doing a task like this. I personally am a very simplistic person that needs things broken down to not feel overwhelmed. So in today's video, I'm gonna be bringing you guys along in my process of my goal setting. If you are new here, my name is Pati. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's just get started because I honestly have been thinking about what goals I want to set for the new year for a while now. First things first, decide whether you want to write your goals down on a piece of paper or if you want to type them out. I personally am gonna type them out with my laptop right here, probably print them out so that I can have them displayed in an area where I am constantly seeing them. Step one I'm gonna do to start my goal setting is decide what type of goals I want to set for myself. I'll go ahead and put some type of goals right here. You can also Google other different types of goals. I'm gonna do career / business / financial goals all in one. And another category I'm gonna do is personal / self-growth. Lastly, I am also gonna do some health goals. Those are the main categories I'm gonna be focusing on. Once you have the main categories written down, write however many goals you want within each category. Try and stay at around 3 or less depending on how many categories you chose. You don't want to overwhelm yourself to the point where it's too many goals and you end up dropping them along the way. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my career / business / financial goals. I'm just gonna do a general idea of a goal. I'm not gonna stress too much about making it very specific right now. All I want to do is get my ideas down on script. One thing for me is I for sure want to launch my business, hopefully start making some profit from that. Another one of my goals for next year is to get monetized on YouTube. Lastly, as some of you know, I have been working at it in the stock market for a while now. So by next year, I for sure want to be making an X amount per week consistently. Perfect. So I think for that category, I'm all good. I'm pretty satisfied. Those are some pretty general goals that I have in mind for next year. I know that one way or another, I for sure want to accomplish those. Now, for personal / self-growth goals, I know one thing I have been working a lot in the past couple of years, but I really want to hone in everything that I've learned and work on improving my confidence, being more mindful and present. I'll explore that a little bit more in depth a little bit later. The last one seems a little scary. I'm gonna go ahead and write it down because I would love for me to be able to achieve it, and if I can't, I for sure want to get closer to that point, and that's moving out. All right, I think that's good for that category. And now moving on to health goals. I normally have a very up and down relationship with exercise. I've been seeing this thing go around where people are focusing on moving their bodies, not necessarily doing exercise. One of my goals is going to be move my body a minimum of X times per week minimum. So that could be yoga, going for a walk. Notice how I'm not writing down any numbers right now. I really just want to get all my ideas on script before I really start thinking in depth of what exactly I want my goals to be, which personally just makes the process less daunting. Yeah, just less intense. Next thing I'm gonna write down is drink more water. I for sure need to improve in this. Again, it's kind of like a very up and down relationship. Sometimes I do great, other times not that much. And then lastly, this one I really struggle with is improving my sleep schedule. We have the general skeleton of our goals down. This next section of our goal setting process, you're gonna write out the most juice of how you're going to accomplish your goal. Really all I'm gonna do is go down each goal from the top of my head, start writing down what I think I need to do in order to accomplish this goal. Under my launch business goal, I'm already thinking that that goal might be too easy. I can launch my business, at least I'm hoping that I can launch it within the first few months of the year. I need to set a goal for my business that I can hold up for the rest of the year. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that to start and make X amount in sales. details. I don't want to even stress about or think about a number yet, but I do know that I need to launch my business, and I'm gonna say by February. And this is just at the top of my head. In order to do that, I'm gonna say finish 3 designs. I also want to decide what products I'm going to sell and make samples for them. So already with that I've said, I'm gonna go ahead and change February to March just because it seems more attainable for me. I also need to run through my syllabus that I created. I a few months back created a syllabus type of document where I wrote down the steps that I need to do before launching my business, like buying materials, looking up legal matters, taking pictures, and all of those things. I also know that I should probably start social media accounts and post, I'm gonna say post 1 time per day 3 weeks before launch. I'm gonna say keep posting 5 times per week. There I have a lot more detail just from the top of my head without thinking if it's specific, measurable. Of course, like those details naturally came into my mind, but I wasn't like stressing about having to make sure that those details were getting on there. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for the rest of my goals. Next step is to essentially go in and refine all of the details for each goal to ensure that my possibility of success increases, and applying the SMART method. I'm sure some of you guys have heard about it already. I'll leave a little diagram right here. SMART: measurable, attainable / achievable, relevant, and time bound. It really helps me make sure what I'm actually shooting for is something that makes sense. It's a good outline to make sure that I'm getting things done. So looking at my first goal, is it specific? So who, what, when, where, why. Okay, so this is where maybe a number could be plugged in. I'm just gonna go ahead and write down 30K. I feel like this number seems attainable to me, and if I were to reach this number for my first year, or even at that first months in business, I would be extremely pleased. Of course, like I mentioned, as the year goes on, this number might change once I get a better hold of the market that I'm in. My first point was finish 3 designs. So I still have to do all of the other things. So I'm gonna go ahead and put finish 3 designs by end of February. I think it might be a leap year. February 28th. So I feel like this goal is specific enough and then measurable. I did say launch by March. I have a way to ensure that I'm meeting this goal consistently, which is posting every day 3 weeks prior to launch and posting 5 times per week after launch. I feel like this is pretty measurable. I can track my progress. I'm gonna be able to know specifically if I did achieve my goal on a consistent basis. Achievable, attainable, I feel like it is. Relevant, I did change the relevance whenever I changed it from launch business to launch and make 30K by the end of the year. And time bound, so I have a start, which is the beginning of the year, and I have end goal end of the year with the 30K. So I think this goal is looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go in and start making little adjustments to my goals so that I make sure that they are SMART goals. And there we go, we have set our goals. Any goal that you set is going to be so much more efficient if you are keeping track of them during the time that you set the goal for. I have these goals for all of the year. What I'm going to be doing is every month checking in on how I'm doing for that goal and seeing if there's any readjustments that I need to make to the actual goal or to my habits that I'm noticing. I have specific things that I want to work on for myself, for my career, my business, my health, health. So I really do love goal setting. It is a way to ensure that you are working on improving yourself and your life to the way that you want it to. And for me, it's really all about taking small steps. Looking at the final product, I'm very satisfied, but I also know that if I look at this, how they look right now, it seems like too scary to even try figure all of this out. I think this 3-step process of writing down your goals, you have essentially a roadmap how to improve yourself, how to improve in the areas of your life that you want to. For me, it's all about taking the small steps to slowly but surely get to the place that you want to get in specific aspects of your life. That's how my brain works with literally everything. The smallest, most simplest outline of things, and then slowly kind of add on detail and add on other specific aspects that I need to kind of refine, whether that's a habit, whether that's goal setting, or I remember whenever I would write papers, I needed that outline. So if you struggle with goal setting, try this out because it kind of takes away a lot of that anxiety and stress that comes with doing a task like this. Let me know if you try this or if you have any goals in mind for yourself down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment about my being more mindful / present goal, where I wrote down acknowledge emotions during difficult situations, put relaxed body and face, because I realized that a lot of the times when I'm just like doing regular stuff, just living life, literally my face, my body is like stressed. Like I'll literally be like I'm mad or something. And I'm like, damn bro, relax.